Hello everyone, this is Satyaprakash. Welcome to my channel. This is part 18 of ASP.NET Core. In this video, I'll show you how to filter data in ASP.NET Core MVC using ASP.NET Core Web API. So guys, before going through this video, please visit my part 17. So I'll show you that. So this is my part 17 in the ASP.NET Core tutorial course section. So you'll get the all real-time scenario videos on ASP.NET Core with Web API and SQL Server. So in my last video, I already have described how to get records and fetch records in ASP.NET Core MVC using Web API and SQL Server. So guys, I'll go to my presentation here. So guys, in this video, I'll show you how to call ASP.NET Core Web API in ASP.NET Core MVC application and how to design ASP.NET Core MVC using Bootstrap for responsive web design. And also I need to show you that we need to parallelly run ASP.NET Core Web API and MVC application to display and filter the records. Okay, so I'll go to the my notes section guys. I already have mentioned here. So first of all guys, I need to make the steps for implementing to get and filter the employee data using ASP.NET Core MVC and API. So guys, here first of all I'll go to the I have opened two instances of command prompt. One is for web app, this is my web app, and one is for API. Okay, this is the .NET Core web app and this is .NET Core web API. Okay, and similarly I also opened two instances of VS Code. This is my web API VS Code and this is my ASP.NET Core MVC web application. Okay, so guys, here I'll show you for step 1. We need to go to the program.cs file. This program.cs file, what it does, it is used for start up the application and it will registers the HTTP clients and services. Okay, so I'll go to my .NET Core web ASP.NET Core MVC. So here I'll open the program.cs file. Okay, so see here, this is the I already have described this one I use for HTTP client service. This is my API endpoint. Okay, so this is this local URL I'll be finding when I run my web API. Okay, and second step is this one. This is for map controller route. So this is used for ASP.NET Core MVC. This pattern, controller, action, method, and the ID, it is optional parameter. Okay, so this is the code of program.cs file. So let's go to the next step. So guys, step 2, employee.cs, it will represent the MPI data from JSON to C# object. So this is nothing but it is a model. So I'll go to ASP.NET Core MVC. Okay, and there I'll go to find out one models, employee.cs. So these are the properties: employee ID, first name, last name, and email. So it will match with my response, which one I'm getting from API. Same entities I need to create here to properly match with the entity of API, and I'm able to get the details from API and filter the records. Okay, so this is the code of employee.cs. Step 3, employee service.cs, it will be used for calling your API and the endpoints. Okay, so before going to ASP.NET Core MVC for this CS file, first of all I need to show you in ASP.NET Core API what are the get endpoints there. So see here guys, I already have described this ASP.NET Core API CRUD operation. So I have given that URL in my description section, so you should go through that. Okay, so this is my ASP.NET Core API and this is my controller employees controller.cs file. Okay, and so these are the API endpoints, get endpoints, because I put the HTTP get attribute on the header of the method. So this is the get endpoint. Okay, this get endpoint it is retrieve all the employee details, and second get endpoint it will filter the records. Okay, so this endpoint I'm using in this video. Okay, so based on the employee ID it will be retrieve the particular employee details and display on the UI. Okay, so these two endpoints I'm implementing in this video, and it will be used for get all the employee details and based on the input by the user, it will retrieve the particular employee details based on the employee ID. So this is all about this API endpoints. Let's go to my ASP.NET Core MVC. As per my step 3, I need to call this API endpoint in employee service.cs file. So I'll go to ASP.NET Core MVC. There is services folder and employee service.cs. Okay, so see here guys, so I am using two methods here. One is for this method is used for getting all the employee details, okay, and so that I'm passing here this employees, it is the my controller, and the remaining part I already have implemented in my my API URL in program.cs file, right, this one, and slash after slash it will be concatenated with the this employee service.cs file, that is employees. Okay, so it will retrieve all the employee details. And second method it used for filter the records, get employee by ID async. So this ID is getting the employee ID, and based on the employee ID it will be get the employee details for that particular employee ID. So that I'm using here return await HTTP client get from JSON async this employee object and this employees controller slash ID. So this method is used for filter the records. Okay, so this is the code of employee service.cs file. Let's go to the next step, step 4, employee controller.cs. It will handle the request from browser and call service to get and filter the data. So I'll go to the employee controller. So see here guys, this is I'm using also two methods. Okay, this method I already have discussed, that it is used for index method. It is used for get all the employee details. So await service.get employee async, if you right click on go to implementation, it will be moved to the employee service.cs file method. So this method is defined here. I'm calling inside the employee controller.cs file. Same thing, I'm using this method for filter and sort the records based on employee ID. So this is the async await operation I'm implementing. So the source method int ID. Okay, I'm using here HTTP get attribute here, right, and if the employee null, it will be display one message employee with that particular ID not found, and it will return to the view, right, it will return to the view index and it will display the message there. If it is record is there, then it will be also go to the index view and get all the employee details. So that I'm passing here the employee variable. Okay, because this by ID based on ID, it will be retrieve the data and store in the employee variable. Same thing, it will display here on the filter records. So this is the code of search records in ASP.NET Core MVC in the employee controller.cs file. Okay, so this is the code of employee controller.cs file. Okay, so let's go to step 5, index.cshtml. It is used for design my UI. So it will display all the records as well as filter employee data in the table, and there is one text box, so user can pass the ID value, and based on ID value click on search, that employee data is found here. Okay, so I'll go to index.cshtml file. So I'll go to ASP.NET Core MVC, go to views, and here you can see there's index.cshtml. Okay, and here you remember guys, I'm using here tag helper, that is Microsoft.ASP.NET Core.MVC.tag helper, and this layout is for the design part underscore layout.cshtml, and this model I'm using list of employee. Okay, and here is this form I'm using for search operation. So I'm using here ASP tag helper. So ASP controller is my controller name is employee, action method name is search, method is get, and this div class I'm using some Bootstrap property here, and this input type here I'm putting in the one text box employee. It should be placeholder and enter employee ID. There's two buttons, one is search, one is reset. So search is based on the employee ID, displays the particular records. On click of reset, it will display all the records, and reset all the input values, it display all the records. Okay, so in reset button I'm using here the href, that is /employee/index. So remember, if you go to my employee control.cs file, there is two methods. Okay, one is index, is retrieve all the employee details, one is search. it will be filter the records. So same hyper href I'm using here in index.cshtml for reset, it will display all the records, and here in using tag helper I'm using ASP action and employee controller on click of search, so it will display only the filter records based on employee ID. So this part is for filter the records. Okay, and this is the card part I'm using, and this will be showing the list of employees, and whatever the how many data is there, it will show the count here. Okay, and it is for the display the message. If the data is not found, display the message no data is found. So see here, this is used if no data is found. For example, if in SQL Server no data, it will show no data found, or ASP.NET Core API is not running, so in UI of ASP.NET Core MVC display no employee data. Okay, and in the table responsive Bootstrap table, I'm showing that employee details on employee ID, first name, last name, email. In T-body, iteration part and for each loop I'm using here, so display the records, and this is the end of div tag. Okay, okay, so here I am using two types of message. One is employee with ID not found, and one is no records found. Okay, so I'll show you in the UI part. So this is the code of index.cshtml. Okay, so let's go to my notes. So here I need to first run the .NET Core API. So I'll go to the command prompt of .NET Core API. So guys, there is one command .NET build. And second command is .NET Core run. So see here guys, my application running successfully for API. I'm getting this URL, so make sure this API is running or not. I'll go to the Postman. Okay, so this is the endpoint I'm implementing in my video for filter the records. HTTP localhost port number API employee /11. 11 is the employee ID. So I send here. So see here, I'm getting the employee details whose ID is 11. Okay, so we need to run for .NET Core MVC app. So I'll go to the command prompt of ASP.NET Core MVC application. So here I need to execute the same command .NET build. Okay, and the next command is .NET run. So see here guys, I'm getting this URL, copy this URL of ASP.NET Core MVC web application. I'll go to the browser. Here I browse this, and remember I need to use this employee index. Employee is the controller, index is the action method. Okay, so see here guys, this is the UI of ASP.NET Core MVC. So initially when the application is running using employee controller with index, it display all the records. So total I have total records is 8. I am getting one text box where I filter the records. There's two buttons, one is search, one is reset. Okay, so here I need to search the records whose employee ID is 14th. So I type here 14, click search. So I'm getting only one record whose ID is 14. Okay, so I need to check for 16. So I'm getting the employee details whose ID is 16 here. I'll pass here one ID which is not found. So 1 2 3, it is invalid ID. This ID is not found in my database. So I click on search, it's showing employee with ID 1 2 3 not found. Same thing, I'll check for 246. So click on search. So I'm getting one message that employee with ID 246 not found. So I'll type here one valid records is 12, click on search. So I'm getting the employee ID details whose ID is 12. Okay, I'm click the search reset. So on click of reset, I'm getting all the uh, employee details. Same thing I need to repeat here. Click I put your one valid employee ID 13. I want to see the employee details whose ID is 13. Click on search. I'm getting the employee ID whose ID 13. On click of reset, it's showing all the employee details. Okay, so there is two things, right? I need to pass one invalid ID which is not found, so it's showing employee with ID 123 not found, right? Same thing, what I'll do is I need to go to sp.NET Core API command prompt. I'll stop the .NET Core API application, Control C. Okay, now my application API is not running. Make sure by send the request. See here, there is no request. That means my API is not running now. I'll go to sp.core MVC URL, which still is running. I type here sp. this employee and index. Okay. So see here, I'm getting one message that no employee data found. That means my API is not running, so that the UI is sending one message that no employee data is found. Okay, so that's all about how to display records and how to filter the records in ASP.NET Core MVC using ASP.NET Core Web API and SQL Server. Okay, let's go to the notes. So that's all about the steps for implementing the filter the records in ASP.NET Core MVC using Web API. I'll go to the presentation here. So guys, that's it for today. Thank you for listening. Have a great day.